Carlos Alcaraz is eager to overtake Novak Djokovic. Carlos Alcaraz has sent Novak Djokovic another warning over the world number 1 ranking as the teenager bids to get back to the top spot after being dethroned when the Serb won the recent Australian Open. It comes as Djokovic is just days away from history, as he will surpass Steffi Graf to hold the most weeks at number 1 with 378 when the rankings update on Monday. Alcaraz made his long-awaited return to competition at last week's Argentina Open, where he was able to lift the title in his first tournament since November. The Spaniard had been sidelined by back-to-back injuries, tearing an ab muscle at the Paris Masters before hurting his leg in preseason training. But he exceeded even his own expectations by making a triumphant comeback in Buenos Aires, winning the 7th title of his young career. And Alcaraz is now more hungry than ever to regain the world number 1 ranking that he lost to Djokovic after being left unable to compete at the Australian Open. The truth is that my goal is to return to number 1, but I try not to bother myself too much with that, the current world number 2 told FA ahead of his Rio Open title defense. This week's Rio ATP 500 marks the first title Alcaraz will attempt to defend from his breakthrough 2022 season, which also saw him become the first teenage Grand Slam champion since Rafael Nadal in 2005, while he also cemented himself as the ATP's youngest ever world number 1. And the Spaniard knows his follow-up 2023 season will be a tough one but is still keeping his goals clear. It is true that a very demanding year awaits me, in which I defend great titles, he continued. But they are beautiful tournaments to which I want to return and I want to enjoy them. That is the most important objective. Quote. While Alcaraz downplayed his level ahead of his comeback in Argentina last week and questioned whether he had the ability to win a tournament straight off the bat, the world number 2 is now full of confidence going into Rio and has his sights set on defending his title from 12 months ago, something which will help him close the ranking points gap with Djokovic. The teenage sensation added, "I come to defend the title. I am going to face the tournament thinking that I can win it, thinking that I have the level and the ability to achieve it. And that is the goal. Try to defend the title." But the Rio Open is just a stepping stone in Alcaraz's quest to get back to world number 1, and the Spaniard has vowed to try his best to rack up as many ranking points as possible, though he knew his fate wasn't entirely in his own hands. It is not known when he will return to number 1, also because it does not depend exclusively on me either, Alcaraz explained. It also depends on Djokovic, who is there, fighting, and also depends on Tsitsipas and many players who are at the top. I will give my best in each tournament and we will see when I get it back, if I get it back.